We're going to start this video off with a look at some deals on Lego. We've got the Endgame Final Battle on for $115.99 from 130 Canadian dollars. Got some pretty good minifigs in that. Thanos, the Wasp, Wanda, Captain Marvel, Valkyrie, Shuri. I don't know though. I don't think I need an additional one of those. I already have that set. Oh, up here there's the Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Vader on for $56 from $65. Still not a huge savings on that set. Also, the floating mountains from the Avatar movie, $130 on for $113. Some Lego City stuff on sale as well. Look at all the barn animals in that one. Got some sheep, cow, or some pigs, the baby pigs. $76.49. A bunch of other ones there as well. And down here there's the Lego Wildlife Rescue on for $55.24. You get the giraffes in that. Also the little baby zebra. They're like mini doll style though. And then down here is the apartment building. Wow, everything's on sale. This is at Canadian Tire. They sell like toys and tires. Toys and tires, there you go. There's also more in this showcase right over here, such as this Arctic exploration ship. I sort of want to get it for the Orca, and apparently it floats too. Oh, that's actually a pretty good deal right there. That's $40 off, so that's 20% off. Regular $200 on for $160. Got behind glass. There's a Duplo set right here too. That one's regular price apparently, and then there's Super Mario. Look at that Duplo playset. Wow. The Dreams Nightmare Shark Ship. And then there's the Hall of Armor here. This one comes with great figures. Look at all the different Iron Man suits, plus Whiplash, War Machine, Nick Fury, Pepper Potts, Tony Stark. Regular $120 on for $105. Some more Avatar sets up here. That's $25 off. And then there's the Jurassic Park set. But why am I at Canadian Tire? It's definitely not for Lego. So a friend of mine, Paul, has influenced me to buy one of these. It's the Solo Stove Bonfire. It's like this crazy fire pit that can be used as a stove, but we're going to use it as a fire pit because Mrs. Bricksie and I have actually been looking for a new fire pit for our backyard. We weren't sure if we wanted to go with propane or wood or whatever it may be, and we can't really have like a stone fire pit back there because we don't really have the setup for it. But this is perfect because we can just like plop it in the backyard anywhere we want and have like this awesome fire going. I was looking at some YouTube videos on this thing, and it looks super cool. Like apparently it burns like super high efficiency, like at a high efficiency rate, and there's not a whole lot of smoke generated by the fire. So I think this is the solution, and I think we're gonna get one of those. Oh my gosh, you hear the rubber chicken in the background? That's hilarious. And I mean, of course, there's other options like fire tables or even this one here that sits on your countertop. But there's just something about a real fire that I much prefer to a propane fire. So in addition to going to Canadian Tire today, I also want to go to IKEA to pick up some fixtures for the studio, specifically the new expansion tables. I'm being bested by a situation here. So I've got a span with the tables, which is 19 base plates, and that is 480 centimeters. And the interesting thing about the Besta cabinets here is they're 120 centimeters. So 4 times 120 is 480. So it's like perfect if I buy 4 of those for both sides of the medieval tables. So 8 total. The problem is that's $880. Oh my gosh, that is quite a bit. And then there's the sides. The sides are going to be 70 inches approximately. Don't know what that converts to in centimeters, but if we look here, these are 15 3/4 inches deep. So 2 of them is 31.5 inches. So I'm left over with approximately 40 inches. So I can't fit these on the side because that's 7 1/4 inches of overhang. So that isn't going to work. So for example, if I had 8 spanning the front 8 spanning the back, I can't put one of those on the end caps. I would love to fill in that space like perfectly with something. If I swoop over here and I have a look at the single dimension, width of that is 23 5/8. But I've got 40, so that's gonna leave a gap that's like, whatever, 17 or 16 inches between the cabinets that are forward facing and side facing. Because I'm building a giant rectangle, right? That's 7 base plates by 19 base plates. So I've got a situation here. I mean, what do I do for the sides? I could wood build something. I could do it with the best does and have gaps in between and just fill it in, I guess. Like I could just put a piece of melamine in between the gap and sort of extend the cabinet myself. That would be pretty easy to do, I would say. Just hold it in there with some brackets. Or I could just wood build it and not spend $880 on putting cabinets underneath. But I think it would be pretty cool to have the cabinets underneath, just because you can display Lego sets under there. Or you could even build dioramas underneath. If I would build it, I'm sort of pigeonholed into the wood built structure. Well, I'm not really pigeonholed. I can take it apart and eventually switch it up with this. But why not do it right, and why not do it the way that I want to do it right off the hop with these cabinets? I think that's probably the way to do it. Also, the nice thing about doing it this way is it's changeable. I can always manipulate this. I can create islands. I can move these cabinets around, whereas the frame is sort of screwed together and it's a bigger job to move it around if I decide that I want to make 2 separate islands rather than one large island with all the medieval stuff. So I feel like this is going to be more versatile in the end as well. But maybe what I'll do is I'll just buy 8 of these. Could I even fit 8 of those in my car right now? My car's loaded. I know eventually I'm going to want the cabinets down there. It's going to provide a cleaner look and it's going to provide us more space for display. So I think the cabinets are the better way to go. I have tested this method before with my diorama tables that used to be in the existing Lego room, and it really worked out quite well. So I think I'm gonna do it. Oh yeah, then I was working out the math on the 180 centimeter Besta cabinet, one with 3 cubbies, and the math on it just doesn't make sense because 480, it's not divisible by 180, even if I just buy one of these to try and reduce the cost. It just doesn't make sense to get these. This math just works too perfect. You know what, if I have a cabinet in the front and a cabinet in the back, and then the melamine is stretching between those two, filling in that 40-inch gap, it might be strong enough. Or it might start bowing in the middle. Just a simple upright 2x4, screw it in like a table leg every 2 feet or something. That's the solution for that. Or the spare 2x6s in my garage, even better. Oh yeah, you gotta factor in the shelves too. Some of them are gonna need 1, maybe even 2 shelves. Those are 15 schmackers each. Yo, what's going on here? Did I grab the wrong thing or what? Oh my gosh, look. They're only $70 each. Well, that's a winning situation right there. Oh man, that feels so good when you go to check out and you save $40 a unit. That's awesome. I much prefer this price. 70 compared to 110? That's beauty. If there's a will, there's a way. There's plenty of room for more. Rolling with the Solo, the firewood, and the watermelon in the passenger seat. Oh yeah. Got it all offloaded. You know, this big garage door is nice, but every time I open it, at least one big old fly just comes zooming in here. They're like, hey, what's going on in here? And then I spend like a couple days trying to get it, and then eventually find it dead somewhere. I saw one fly in here. I'm like Heisenberg. He's in here somewhere, driving me crazy. So now I have a choice. Reassemble my workstation after peeling all the sticky tape off the window frames and unbox all this Lego. Or build all these cabinets, cut all the melamine, and assemble the table for the medieval area. I guess my third option is to start parting out all this stuff here so I can extract the parts and rebuild a new Lego city. That being all the mountains, Winter Village, pretty much all this countryside stuff. I think I should wait on this just because I want to do all the part sorting up there and that needs to be reassembled. So maybe I'll be able to crush out both these projects in one day, but I should probably focus on cleaning up my workspace. Well, I guess it's decided then. Looks like I'll be building a subway relatively soon as well. Seems to be a lot of straight track. More than enough to go around the perimeter of the Lego City. So now the big question is do I feel like building IKEA furniture? I don't know. I much prefer this couch position though. I've actually sat in it today while I was eating my lunch. Because it's open to the room now. Much better. Building more IKEA furniture. I've sort of mastered this art. First thing I do is just unpackage everything. Well, not everything because I don't have space to work with 8 cabinets, but I'm going to do half of them, 4 of them. Screw the legs in and then grab all the little screw pieces and drill them all into place on the tops and bottoms, and then I can just stand the uprights and put the top on and then just put the little plastic things in and screw them in place and then repeat that process for the following 4. Happy that I'm going with cabinets. I don't have enough Lego sets to fill all these cabinets right now, but I'm sure I'll figure something out in the future. Now I've got to try to align them and square them off, just making sure they're 70 inches apart and trying to put some big pieces of melamine on top. There's one large piece that I couldn't move on my own, but I'm going to have to cut specialty stuff anyway. But just wanted to see what it's going to look like, and I'm pretty happy with the result. Bam! There we have the diorama surface. That's beauty. I am excited about this. It's perfect. I love the shelves underneath. I think that was a good call. Just cleans it right up. I'll be able to put sets under there. The shelves on this side, it's like, oh yeah, like, I don't know what I'm going to put there, but I guess one day we'll have something there. Maybe it was unnecessary, but why do it on one side and not the other is my thought. Even if I use that as storage or something, had a little bit of a mess under there maybe, who knows. One thing I might do is actually move it over to the right, probably like 4, 5, or 6 inches, probably maybe to the end of this carpet tile, I guess, just because the gap here is pretty large and it looks a bit awkward when you look at the city like that. I think if it was moved over 6 inches, it would probably be better. I'm happy that it's a lot shorter than the Lego City. I think that's a good call too, just because it's in the foreground and it shouldn't be taller than things in the city. I know we're not at like sea level anymore, but we just have to look past that, right? That doesn't really matter when it comes to Lego. Also, if I shift it over, it's going to increase this gap right here. And this gap is the same as the gap between the wall and the Lego City, which has been like quite spacious. Like we haven't really had any problems. There's the big pile of cardboard, but yeah, we haven't really had any problems when it comes to transporting modules into the Lego City based on that spacing. So it's worked, but I still think that this might look a little bit better if I shift it over the 6 inches. Now I need to support the center because in here, it's not supported. So what I'm gonna do is, like I mentioned, just get the 2x6s out of my garage and cut them to the same height as these cabinets, and then literally just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, screw them right into the melamine. And eventually I'm going to be changing this to a larger sheet of melamine. I just literally couldn't get this on myself. I've got like a big 97-inch sheet right there, which will span pretty much 2 of these sheets, so it'll be stronger and just have one less seam as well. And then what I need to do is just go through my scrap pile and cut the difference here, and there's just going to be a piece right there and a piece on the other side, just one long strip. Just use the material that I have. I realized that I could go buy new sheets of melamine that are 97 inches and cut them down to 7 base plates or 70 inches and lay them across, just like I did in the city. But like, why do that when I have all this material? So I'm just going to piece something together with what I have, and once I put all the nose plates on there, you won't even see the gaps anyway. As long as the gaps are flush, it's fine. And if the leg idea doesn't work, then I could build like a little mini frame for under there as well. But I think the legs would be fine. I think it'll be a-okay. But there we go, a little diorama table. Well, actually, massive diorama table, nearly ready to go. And that about wraps up my day. So when I continue working on this project another day, I will make the adjustments to the table and then finish constructing it as well. But look at that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Well, everybody, it is time for me to head home for the day. Hang out with the family, feed the kids, put the kids to sleep, and then test the new fire pit. Check it out, Jose picked up a taco kit from Costco. This is tempura shrimp.
Sure.
Wow, that's gonna be delicious. Should have got hot dogs though. I just got a new fire pit. Hopefully you have s'more making material. If not, that'll be a fail. Hey Stella, how did you even get under there? How do you manage that? This thing's cool, eh, Tico? So look, it's got the holes in the bottom, the holes around the top, and then that's where you light the fire. And this ring, take that off, and then underneath this is the ash catch. So this is going to catch all the ash, and after you're done having fire, you just empty that, and look at that. The air is going to come through that hole. So it just creates like a super efficient fire. Really excited to try this out tonight. I realized that I forgot to buy a hatchet or an axe. I thought I had one, but I guess not. I've got my trusted pocket knife though, so I can just whittle off some tinder to get this fire started. So apparently we don't have marshmallows, and that is what I would call a tragedy. So I'm gonna have to go get some mallows. You can't just get mallows in this day and age. You've got to get the s'more kit in addition to that. Spider, bro. Dude, I don't like spiders, man. There was a spider on my arm. It forced me to throw my phone. But yeah, you got to get the s'more kit too. I just hocked the phone. I saw a spider on my arm and my phone was gone. So was the spider. So this pit says it's smokeless, but it's only smokeless if the log, like this log, is below those holes, because obviously it's burning up here now, so the smoke is going up. And if it's not burning at like a high efficiency, then it gets smoky as well. And if the wood is wet, well, then there's going to be smoke no matter what. Snoke, I said. Yeah, look at that though. This is beauty. What a great alternative to a propane pit. I love that. Toasted mallows on this thing is nice. Look at those golden brown mallows. It's the following morning and I'm still out here. I haven't left. I'm just kidding. Having my morning coffee outside though. It's beautiful out. Oh, I just love summer so much. And you get such a short like time frame of summer here where I'm from. The days are long though. Like it's bright out till like 11 o'clock at night right now. A little bit windy this morning. Yeah, the days are super long. The sun gets up early and it stays out till like 11. That's pretty cool. But yeah, really nice fire pit there. That was cool. I want to get some more accessories now for it because there's all sorts of accessories you can get for it. So I want to get like the lid and the cover and the heat deflector and you can put like a grill on top or a wok on top. There's so many different things that you could do with it because it's designed to be transported while you're camping or going to the beach or whatever it may be. I probably don't need to get all that stuff. Maybe just the cover. It's like a lid, a cover, and like a stand for it. But all these accessories sort of add up. But either way, it was a great day today at the studio. Today is Sunday. I'm not sure if I'm going to go there today or not. Probably should. Continue working on some stuff. I got to part out all those mountains, so I've got to get that done. And get all those parts freed up so I can continue working on the city. And tomorrow is Monday, which is actually a holiday here in Canada because tomorrow is Canada Day. So a lot of people will be watching the fireworks and stuff. Yeah, it's cool. Canada Day is tomorrow. It's a long weekend here in Canada. Oh, I love this. Everybody, that's where I'm going to leave it. Thank you so much for coming on by. Please remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. And Spider! Oh no, I'm just kidding. Stay tuned for some more great stuff. Farewell.